Alright, September 20th, 2010. Okay, so I have obviously been slacking off with my entries, but can't blame me. We just started school, so it's been taking up some of my life, as well as the fact that I've been playing StarCraft 2. Yes, StarCraft 2, but more about that later. I was gonna have 2 entries earlier, but I never had time to do them, so I'll just talk about them briefly right now. First entry would have been about the new experience that I had. So Jane tried something new over last weekend. Yeah? And this is what I did. I went to the Beijing Opera Festival. Right here. With the symphony orchestra. But the more important thing is the Beijing Opera Festival. What is the Beijing Opera Festival, you ask? Okay, well, I remember when I was little, my grandpa used to watch Chinese opera stuff all the time. And needless to say, when I was little, I used to think that it grated on my ears all of the time. My ears would bleed from how much I had to watch that stuff. But now that I've experienced it live, do my ears still grate from the sound? Yeah. No offense to anyone, but I mean, it's not a bad thing. I can see, when you look for it, why it would be so, what's the word? Spectacular for some people. But for me, I think I've just been, I've experienced it too much when I was little, or I've heard too much when I was little, that it can never be good for me. But yeah, it was a good effort. Try something new. I encourage people to try something new all the time. And if you're still curious what Chinese opera is, because I haven't really explained it, this is what it is. Check it out. Okay, so now that you've seen what it is, good stuff, right? Some people like it, some people don't. I just don't. Second entry was going to be about you hate it or you love it, StarCraft. A lot of my friends play it. I knew that everyone was playing, a lot of people were playing the beta. I never really cared. But now, almost all my friends are playing it. So, they got me to play it too. At first, I just had a trial key and played it a little, and I was like, okay, it's okay. But then, yeah, I was made to get it. To actually buy it. To spend $60 on it. Now, if you don't know me, I'm really cheap. $60 is a lot of money. How many meals is that? That's at least 6 meals. At least. Well, at least 6 fast food meals. I mean, 1 meal at an actual restaurant might cost a little bit more. Okay. But anyways, back to StarCraft. Yeah. Is it addictive? A bit. It's only addictive because I like to try and get better than other people, especially when you have friends who are competitive, and then they're like, haha, you suck, and you do. Obviously, you want to try and get better. However, the learning curve for RTS, or real-time strategy, which is what StarCraft is, RPG, just RTS instead. Yes. Nerdy vocabulary for you. RTS, letter R, letter T, letter S. Real-time strategy. It has a really steep learning curve. I have not even... Okay, where do I explain, or where do I start explaining? Okay, there's 3 races that you can play in StarCraft. Okay? 2 of them I have barely touched. I've only touched them because I go against them. The one race that I play because I only play one race, because I can't get the other 3 yet. Not yet, anyway. The one race that I play, like, I barely, like, there's, yeah, I don't know how to explain this. I barely even know the terminology for all their units. But yeah, I don't know. It's learning. You manage your resources. Oh yeah, pretty much the point of the game is manage your resources, you know, start from base, build up an army, and then attack the other person. And hopefully win. Win hasn't come that easily for me. But yeah, steep learning curve. It's hard. Don't get into it right now. School just started. My mistake, getting it right before school started. But it's fun. There's some things like custom games that are like hide and seek or bumper cars. I like that. Okay, so those were the 2 entries that I was gonna do sometime last week, but I didn't get a chance to do. So today, what am I going to talk about? The fact that I can't speak still. I don't even have an opportunity